New details coming in. San Mateo police have given us new information in their investigation of yesterday's deadly home invasion. Crawford's Jonathan Bloom live now in front of that house where it happened. Jonathan?
Well, Chris, you know, they've identified the suspect in this case, and perhaps more importantly, they've identified how the suspect knew the victim. It could help bring some answers to friends and family who are obviously still in shock over this. You can see this makeshift memorial they've set up here on the steps of the house where it happened, just literally feet away from where those tragic shootings took place. Police say this was not random and it wasn't a robbery. Instead, they say it was a carefully planned and deadly case of stalking. Police fired dozens of bullets, but now investigators believe it was the suspect's gun that killed the 24-year-old mother who had just passed her 2 children through a window to safety. That suspect was 22-year-old Raymond G., a man from Oakland with a criminal record for weapons possession. And police say after he shot the victim, he went into a back bedroom and shot himself in the head. Neighbors had seen Raymond G. before, driving through the neighborhood and looking at the house. And now police have discovered why.
It has come to light that during the past several weeks he has pursued her through the internet.
At an evening press conference, San Mateo's police chief wouldn't say which website helped the two make the connection, but she did spell out the carefully plotted attack that officers believe led up to the shootings. Investigators say that G waited outside the house for the victim's husband to leave. Then he ducked in through the closing garage door and made his way inside.
He was screaming, she was screaming, the kids were screaming. It was definitely a life-threatening situation. Very early into the event, our officers had approached the front door, had met with Shot, and had regrouped to bring the SWAT team in.
And officers surrounded the house. But in the final moments of the tragedy, they say G opened fire on the victim and her 2 children by shooting through a wall. After she passed her 2 children out the window to safety, police say they were within seconds of saving the mother's life when she was fatally shot. And there you can see the broken glass of the window where that young mother passed her 2 children to safety before she was hit by that bullet. Now, the investigation is still going on, and with these answers, police, of course, have uncovered more questions. So far, they don't know if the husband of the victim was aware of this internet relationship, and they haven't told us much about the nature of that internet relationship. Of course, these answers are all expected to come in the coming days as they get more information, and they're asking you, the public, to call them if you have any insight into this case as investigators continue trying to make sense out of this tragedy. For now, live in San Mateo, Jonathan Bloom, KRON 4 News.